Did you not mess with Ni no Kuni? A half-truth. When Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch originally came out for the PS3 back in 2011, I had it pre-ordered. I gave my little $5 to GameStop for them to reserve my copy, and then I clucked around and never picked it up, just like a goofball. So, no, I didn't mess with it at the time. 14 years later, backlog created and invested in, I'm messing with it heavily. The obvious thing about Ni no Kuni is that the world is created and animated by Studio Ghibli. If you're not familiar with Studio Ghibli, then you should get familiar, and if you are familiar, then they need no introduction. The world and characters are beautifully drawn, it's vibrant, it's colorful, and the most important in my little list of adjectives is it's highly whimsical. It feels a lot like they turned a children's book into an RPG, which, as an adult, maybe doesn't sound super appealing. But what ends up happening is you get enveloped in how heartwarming and charming the game is. And if you're an RPG fan, it's a much welcomed change of pace. The story is softly told, but it's still weighty and emotional, and it's full of hope and resilience. The relationships between the characters are mostly just amusing, yet you're deeply invested. Frankly, it's masterful how Ni no Kuni was able to capture that level of depth and entrenchment with such a lighthearted, jolly game. So many RPGs are just anime heroes and edgelord villains, and those can be a good time too, but Nino really turns that norm on its head and reaches your inner child effortlessly. On top of that, it's just a great game. The score, the visuals, the story, they're all up to par with Studio Ghibli standards, and Level 5 really delivers from a gameplay perspective. The combat system is an interesting mix of real-time and turn-based mechanics. Also, there's shades of Pokemon in the way that you can catch and train familiars to fight alongside you. And the game is a fair level of difficult. It's nothing even a moderately experienced gamer won't be able to get through, but it's not a walk in the park. There were some bosses I had to fight a few times, and they don't make going from point to point the easiest either. Your items and gold are really pushed to the test as you try to make it to the next save point because even just the regular henchman style mobs are not pushovers. Hard to say enough about Ni no Kuni, but what I will say is that it's a game worth more than the sum of its parts, and it's built from some really incredible parts. If you're an RPG fan that's looking for something different, or something that's cozy but still gripping, I can't recommend Ni no Kuni enough, and I'm really excited to play the next one. Thanks for watching.